ever since Elon Musk announced that he wanted to buy Twitter, it has been non-stop drama over the past few months. And all that has definitely impacted Tesla stock in one way or the other. Many people are now questioning whether Elon buying Twitter was the right move or not. And rightfully so, because if Elon is now busy working and sleeping at Twitter, then he would have less time to spend with his other children. And by other children, I mean Tesla and SpaceX, of course. And 2, Twitter has been unprofitable for the longest time. And with Elon overpaying for Twitter, it would make him a bad holder, like most of us right now. So in this video, I will share my thoughts on this whole Elon Musk and Twitter saga, and what it means for Tesla toxic bulls, I mean Tesla shareholders. This whole saga started way back in January when Elon Musk bought some Twitter shares. Then he started sharing his opinions about how Twitter should be run. In April, he suddenly announced that he currently owns 9.2% of Twitter, making him the largest shareholder. But then, as tension rose, he decided to buy Twitter outright, citing reasons that Twitter is withholding important information from him. And of course, Twitter be like, "You activated my trap card," and forced Elon to buy them. This saga continued all the way till October, when Elon finally decided to buy Twitter, and they live happily ever after. And by happily ever after, I mean Elon Musk coming over to Twitter and firing the top executives, half of Twitter workforce, 4,000 contract staff, employees who criticize him, and those who don't want to work long hours. Basically, Elon be like, "You are fired, you are fired, everyone is fired." So that's what's going on so far. Now, here's an important question to think about. Is Elon an idiot for acquiring Twitter? Wouldn't everything be at peace and harmony if he had just stayed at Tesla and kept his big mouth shut? Yes, he's an idiot, but only if you view him as a normal person like you and me. The reason why Elon wanted to buy Twitter in the first place was because he sees the importance of free speech and how it's vital to the future of humanity. And by buying over Twitter, he could help unlock its true potential. Now, for normal people like us, if we have money, our first instinct is to preserve wealth. Don't try to say or do anything stupid. Buy some nice house, buy a nice car, and travel the world. But for Elon, he's not motivated by money. But of course, you can say, Elon is an evil narcissistic boss. He's firing all those poor employees while forcing the rest to work like slaves. Hey, hello, this is your first time hearing about Elon, is it? That's basically how he does things. Back in 2018, Elon forced his employees to work round the clock to meet quotas. When Elon took over SpaceX, he fired the top executives when he wasn't happy with their performance. People who work under him say that he was an absolutely terrible boss. But you know what's interesting? Many of the top companies' bosses have very bad reputations too. Jeff Bezos forced his employees to work long hours with no breaks in between. Steve Jobs was rude and a controlling man. Bill Gates was an angry and difficult boss to work with. Now, I'm not saying being a toxic boss is a good thing. I'm just saying they don't care about pleasing others or being nice to everyone. Instead, they are just trying to get things done. For Elon, what's the job at hand? Currently, Twitter is losing $4 million a day and is in danger of going bankrupt. So for Elon, the first thing to do is to cut costs, which he did so by firing half of the workforce. Quick pause, we are now in November, and you know what that means? Even more sign-up bonus from Weibo. Weibo has further increased their sign-up bonus to $150 cash voucher. All you need to do is deposit at least 2,000 SGD into Weibo, buy a US stock or an US ETF with a minimum transaction of at least $100. Then buy one option on the US market while maintaining a 2,000 SGD net account value for that 30 days, and you will receive all your free rewards. So if you are interested, you can sign up with my link down below. With that being said, let's get back to the video. Let's say if a Twitter employee earns 100k a year, not including insurance, stock compensation, bonus, medical bills, and so on. By cutting off 3,500 employees, Elon basically saved $350 million a year. Then he tried to make Twitter be a bit more profitable by introducing Twitter Blue, which later backfired because people were starting to use it to impersonate companies and causing the stock to crash. So Twitter had to pause it and plans to release it again later this month. Then Elon also plans to improve Twitter by letting creators upload video, improving search and ad payments capability. After he took over Twitter, more people are actually using it now. Oh, one more thing. That comment about Twitter going bankrupt, I think he's only speaking the half-truth here. If you check Twitter's balance sheet before it went private, it has around $6 billion in cash and short-term investments. So if Twitter is losing $4 million a day, it will only go bankrupt in 4 years' time. So, you know, Elon is probably trying to scare his employees to work harder. He'd be like, lazy some more lah, later we go bankrupt, then you know. And again, that's his style, right? Where he overpromises stuff only to extend it again and again. So personally, I don't think Elon is an idiot for acquiring Twitter. He has been in many tough spots before, like keeping PayPal alive during the 2000 recession and Tesla alive in the 2009 recession. As to whether he can make Twitter great again, personally, I think that he might just succeed. But we'll just have to wait and see, yeah? Now, let's talk about Tesla. Will Twitter have a negative impact on Tesla? Okay, here's the first risk. Elon sells more Tesla shares to fund his Twitter purchase. A few months earlier, Elon sold $6.9 billion, then told everyone that he's done selling, only to be like, it's a prank, and continued selling a few months later. Many people were unhappy at Elon for selling the stock because they felt that he was losing faith in Tesla or something. Like, if you like the stock, obviously you wouldn't sell the stock, right? To answer that, Elon said that he sold not because he lacked faith in Tesla. He feels that Tesla is going to be worth a lot more in the future. He sold it to save Twitter, that's all. So Elon selling his shares has nothing to do with the company's fundamentals. Share is share, company is company. They are same but different. And if you are a Tesla investor, wouldn't you be happier when Tesla stock goes down more so you can accumulate at a cheaper price? People would tell me, Tesla is going to crash and burn. I want it to crash. So thanks for helping me to spread fear, I guess. But you would lose money. Only short-sighted people would focus on the short-term price. That's all I'm going to say. So Elon selling Tesla stock doesn't affect the company fundamentals at all. Second risk, Elon will have less time to spend on Tesla, and that will affect the business. Do you know how many companies Elon is involved with right now? He has Tesla, SpaceX, Starlink, Neuralink, Boring Company, and now Twitter. And the last I checked, Tesla has continued to produce more cars, SpaceX has continued to launch rockets, Starlink has launched more satellites, and Elon still has time to play games. So it just means one thing. He knows kage bunshi no jutsu. Just kidding. Instead, it means all these companies can actually run by themselves without Elon around telling them what to do. Weird, huh? But without Elon, Tesla will jiwa boom and die. Hello, you really believe that in Tesla's 99,000 employees, there's 0 person who is useful? You think what? Elon is some anime main character and everyone else is useless ah? And here's the latest news that just came out. Elon has identified a potential successor for Tesla. So even if Elon is spending less time on Tesla, Tesla will still be fine. Third risk, with Elon taking over Twitter, he exposes himself and Tesla to political risk, especially from the US and China. Now, this is a real risk to be concerned about. Like maybe someone could say something bad on Twitter, and if it pisses off the government, they may do something bad to Tesla. For US, the risk is small because they have the First Amendment, which respects free speech. But for China, not so much. Right now, the Shanghai factory is producing the most amount of cars. And China is a big market for Tesla. So if the Chinese government were to kick out Tesla, Tesla would be in a huge trouble. Then how? For this, I would just say that Elon is not that stupid, yeah. First, he's looking to build more factories elsewhere, which will reduce China's concentration risk. Second, he knows how to build relationships with the Chinese government, which you can see happening when he tries to caper in the China-Taiwan issue. And third, he plans to reduce the risk by giving the sensitive part of the job to someone else, like creating a content moderation council and looking for a new leader to lead Twitter. So if anything goes wrong, he can be like, nah, they say one, not me ya. So even though there's political risk, chances are Elon knows how to navigate around this risk. Okay, here are my thoughts. Even though there's all this Twitter chaos affecting Tesla stock, I believe they are all just noises. Tesla business is still fundamentally alright, though the political risk for both Elon and Tesla has gone up. As for whether Elon will make Twitter great again, personally, I'm optimistic. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens, yeah? Anyway, that's all for this video. Hopefully, you find it useful. Like, share and subscribe as I'll be posting new videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday.